Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Salami Talk podcast. It is your boy John, aka Salami Loop, and it's Monday, guys. We're out here living life, living large, having a great day. I am exhausted. Um, Feeling less like a 13 on the moderately depressed scale and more like an 8. So we're making progress. So you already know the drill. Like, share, subscribe. Instead of going on No Jumper, I'm gonna read to you some hot topics that I found. And no, not the store. We're gonna check out some hot debates that are out there in the world. My voice sounds kind of ass right now because I don't know. I think it's just because I haven't gotten enough sleep or anything like that. So sorry if it sounds like I smoked 23 cigarettes because I am a reformed smoker, so there's that. Just kidding, guys. No, I'm not. I used to smoke cigarettes. It was bad. All right, so one of the things we're gonna go down history a little bit. We're gonna take a little detour and go to do some history lessons here. Johnny Histories. Is ancient Athens or ancient Sparta a better place to live? Honestly, after seeing the 300, I'm gonna go with Sparta, but that's just my personal pick. So let's just see how life was in ancient Sparta. All right, here we go. It's study.com. Shout out study.com. Daily life in ancient Sparta. All right. Okay, so Greece was divided into city states. That's ancient Greece. Okay, here it is. Spartan daily life. The Spartan lifestyle was unlike any other in Greece, all focused on military service. Hoorah to Greece. Fuck yeah. Spartan citizens, including healthy male Spartans who focused strictly on military activities, and female Spartans who produced children and ran the household. So very, very strong sexism here going on, man. They had the lay of the land pretty laid out. What's helots? Oh, slaves. So I guess helots is Greece for slaves who performed all the untrained labor activities necessary for survival. Okay. So that's a big no-go. We don't like slaves, but I guess if you're Spartan and you just conquer everything like Kang the Conqueror, that's no reference to the TVA hat I have on right now. But yeah, man. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards the Spartan society just because I feel like that entire lifestyle of just fighting and conquering and taking shit over, it would make life feel like a video game. It'd feel like I'm playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, every day, all day. Another group was called the Perosi, who were skilled craftsmen and traders. Well, I mean, you could be a craftsman, I guess. That's pretty cool. The average Spartan man was approximately 5'9". Damn, bro. That sucks, bro. Dude's not even 6 foot. He's literally getting none of the females ever out there. I'm sorry. Sorry. Apparently, you have to be 6 foot to bag a baddie. Spartans look like this area, blah, 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 blah. Greeks of the time, he was excellent. Excellent shape physically due to a lifetime of athletic and military training. Dude, that's dedication, bro. Some dedication, dude. I could never dedicate my life to sports or anything like that, but I could dedicate my life to this podcast. But dude, I don't know. Constant activity. Dude, I used to go to the gym. I dedicated my life to the gym for a fat minute. I used to go to Crunch. Crunch is not a nice gym if anyone goes to Crunch. It's the gym that you go there and you get what you pay for type gym. Yeah, exercising's good, bro. Maybe if I exercise more, I'd be less depressed. But, that's how it is in the daily Spartan life. Holy shit, look at that armor, dude. Yeah, dude, that's what you think of when you think of Greece and ancient Greece and shit. You just think of this Chad, this fucking buffed out Chad of a person with a fucking spear and a sword and a sexy ass helmet. God, I want to kiss him. He lived in what's the daily life as a female Spartan? Okay, so this is for the females out there. This is what you guys would be doing if all right. So this is back in I don't know, what is this, 17 something. You guys were just, living it up. Spartan men were totally devoted to military. Spartan were expected to oversee all aspects of life. meant to be devoted to producing and raising children to the age of 7. Bro, you do realize that like if the all right, they didn't. They're not saying that. Oh, here it is. Babies were inspected, and those were deemed to be deformed or sickly or otherwise unlikely to grow up to be strong and healthy were put to death. Yeah, they would just throw your baby off a cliff. Although Spartan women lived in a highly masculine society, they received an education and training equal in many ways. Ooh, so they were smarter than the men. And they were in Olympic Games. All right, now let's go see what Athens is about. Well, wait, where's like their life? Oh, life as a slave. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. Uh, for one time. All right, let's go to Athens. Let's see what's popping in Athens. Everyday life in ancient Athens. Here we go. Everyday life in ancient Athens of the Heliocentric era. Wow, these are names that are just words I'm shocked I can kind of pronounce. Public disclosure of agora. Greeks theater philosophy were involved. All right, so they were more artsy. Like they were more like I go to school and get a bachelor's degree in arts, or something like that. Very 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 so like the Spartans would be like the right wing and these would be like the left wing. Like I'm pretty sure they were like supporting the LGBTQ, but that's besides the point. Let's see what they got. Uh-oh, I hear the thing acting up. Get ready for strong communicational issues. All right, they could strongly relate to the plays, of course, which often involved politics and the actions of Greek gods in some form. All right, the men of ancient Greece also had full citizenship status and could vote. All right, so they're really for the people. There's no like strict like there's no like strict like guideline that they had. Like like if you were born a man, you're like you're going to war, you're going to the fucking south. The men of ancient Greece also had full citizenship. We read that. Life, all right. So life for men in ancient Athens also involved playing games, in which did not involve physical activity, also including marbles, dice, and checkers. Oh, fucking nerds, dude. The ancient Greek version of checkers was similar to the current game of what kind of word is that? Backgammon. Backgammon. Yeah, let's go play some backgammon, guys. Sounds like an STD. However, the ancient Greek versions of checkers involved a board, stones, and dice. All right, so basically for men, like you could choose to go to war, or you could just play games all day, and the theater was a masculine affair, and the roles of women were always played by males. Oh, so they had to like okay, so that's where like if you were like feeling up another dude or something, like feeling a type of way, you just go do it in the theater and it'd be okay. So you can have like a gay orgy in the entire theater. It can't be lesbian apparently because they did not. That was a no, which is kind of hypocritical, because like a guy can kiss a guy but a girl can't kiss a girl. Sexist. So are Athenians sexist? Theater was masculine affairs. Wow. Well, I mean they do support gay pride, so there's that. Life for women in ancient Athens. So this is for the women. The women in ancient Athens were clad to domestic work. Wow, I'm really seeing a similarity in these, including spinning, weaving, cooking, and other domestic chores. Females, as a rule, were mostly confined to the home. Oh man, get Susan B. Anthony in here. Female children in ancient Athens were formally not educated. Oh, that's not good. Farming around the season. Oh, so they farmed. Oh, wow. They farmed. That's something the Spartans apparently didn't do. They didn't farm. They would go out and hunt their food. They'd hunt the corn. And in most households, women were needed to carry out tasks such as going to the market and drawing water. It's crazy how technology, like we have bottled water now. Like we really don't take the things we have like really deep. Because like back then, bro, you'd have to walk all the way to a lake to fill up like a big jug or a couple jugs, put it on like a stick on your back, and then walk it to your house. And you have to do that like twice a week, bro. And here it's like you could just go to Costco or go to Publix and pick up like 10 cases of water and be set for the next like 6 months. The Greek climate, however, made it farming difficult. Well, well, I mean, they have grapes. I can make grapes. So, there's a lot more of this that I'm like I could read, but like just getting like the general like thesis on this, I guess. Call me smart. You know, uh, I feel like the Athenians were smarter in life at certain things, like farming, arts, leaving behind their legacy, stuff like that. Educational wise, even though women didn't get educated, but like men were taught, so they had a down packed. I don't know about like the war aspect, but like with the Spartans, like you could not invade the Spartans, which is sick. I mean, granted, they already had like their role kind of picked out, which is kind of weird. Like imagine you're born and then you're like just your role is already picked out. Like if you're born a boy, it's like, well, you're gonna go to war and fight, and then if you're born a girl, you're like, well, you're gonna get stuffed and raise three kids on your own, and they better be worthy because if they're not, there you go, right off the cliff. All right, let's see what other topics are here. There's like 200 topics on some random website I found. So, what else is there? Can our senses be trusted? I would assume so, bro. I would trust my senses. They're pretty good. Science is built on the idea that we can understand things by observing them. Oh my god. Well, I mean, obviously, isn't that the whole point of science? Like you observe and perform tests and experiments and stuff, and then like I don't know, like conjure up a hypothesis or some shit like that. I'm just throwing out random words because I do not know. I mean, I'm not a scientist. I'm just the average dude, the average Marvel enthusiast, the average Star Wars enthusiast, the average consumer of hip hop music and rock music and other types of music besides country. I just can't get in the country. An interesting part of our senses is that they seem to vary from person to. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Obviously, every person's senses are different. Like, one person could be deaf and the other person could be blind. There's a significant difference there. Even if we agree that we are observing, sometimes our senses play tricks on us. Wow, what a great example. Something looks like a slice of pizza could be made of plastic. Okay. Um, yeah. It's like that trend. Remember that trend that was going around? It's like it's cake. Everything is cake. And they would be like it would be something that would look so real. Honestly, now that I'm looking at it and I read this and I just thought of that, our senses can't be trusted. They can't. Our senses cannot be trusted. They have the everything is cake trend where literally everything is cake. Like they would make anything you can think of, it's cake. And then there's optical illusions, which are just like trippy to look at, trippy to look at. Um, I think our senses do play tricks on us. They do. My mind's playing tricks on me. Ghetto Boys made a whole song about it. Do smartphones make us less smart? Dude, who came up with these topics? Obviously, the answer to that is yes. Do you have a smartphone? No, I have a flip phone. Smartphones may make things easier. Many people around the world. I'm so out of breath right now. I don't even know like why I'm out of breath. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. What is going on with my Apple AirPlay? Okay, so here I gotta burp again. It's coming. There it is. It's hard to pay attention at school. Sometimes it's just more fun to chat with friends and play games. Yeah, simple things in life, bro. Simpleton things. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna read these because like I'm just boring myself. But like, if I had to answer that question, do smartphones make us less smart? Yes, they do. I'll tell you why. Before smartphones were around, you know, I was alive before the iPhone and iPod were invented. I'm 20, turning 23 soon, so shout out me. But besides the fact, I remember a point in time where there were no phones, like no cell phone. There were phones, but there weren't like cell phones, and the internet was kind of new. So, um, yeah, back then you literally had to like, the only thing you really had like math wise, like if you had to use math was like a calculator. Um, and uh everything else is kind of like you gotta like actually like look it up in the book and everything. Like I remember doing like just questions in school and shit like through the textbook, stuff like that, like whether it be like history or like fucking science or whatever. You'd have to like go in the book and look. I didn't have a cell phone like an iPhone like in my pocket where I can just Google everything and just cheat my way through school. That's another thing that smartphones do. Like we cheat so much with our phones. I mean like that's not like a, how do I put it? That's not like a bad thing. Like I mean like now like when you're out of school it's different. Like when you don't go to school and you genuinely need help, like it like turn to your phone or like your laptop for like answers, like, and I mean like Google has it, like there's no shame in it. But like I feel like in a classroom setting, uh you should be allowed to use your phone, but you shouldn't be allowed to like like cheat and shit. That's like no bueno. But like I can't really say that because like I used to do that shit all the time in school. I was so bad in high school, bro, like just cheating. Like I straight up cheated, like, oh my god, it was bad. I think I've cheated on like finals and shit, and I don't even realize it. Like it was that bad. It was that bad. I remember one time I was like I was trying to get my permit, right, and obviously like you had to like you only had one shot at the test in Florida at least. Like if you have like one shot to take your permit test before you get your driver's license, and the way it was in my school was if you take the driver lesson, like if you take the permit test and you fail, you have to wait like another like 3 months to take it. So I was like, fuck this. So I remember I was sitting in the back of the computer lab, and like I took my sweet ass time doing this, but I looked everything up just to like to double check because like I didn't want to fail it. So and I remember I'm just sitting back there and I'm like on my phone and I'm like looking at like all the answers of like, oh, if the light turns red, what do you do? Like, oh, you're at a four-way stop, blah blah blah. And dude, the kid in front of me, some random kid, because like I had to stay for like a little bit of the second class, like the first class that I was in, like the bell rung and I still didn't finish it, but I was like almost done, so like I just stayed. And I remember like on the way in, these kids were like, they like saw me and they like saw me on my phone and like I'm like cheating and shit and I'm like looking over to see if like the teacher's like not looking, and they're like, oh my god, and then now they're getting in my shit, bro, and I'm like, bro, do you guys not understand boundaries like at all? Like is this like non-existent? And they come over to like my computer and they're like, oh my god, like are you cheating right now? Are you seriously cheating? And I like looked over at the kid and I'm like, "Wait, yeah, like you're not? Like it's the fucking permit test. Like who isn't cheating for this shit? Like yeah, I want my license. I want to drive. Who cares? You know? I feel like these like written tests that you need to take for all right, now we're going in the driver's ed. So I got a 98 on my driver's exam. So I'm pretty smart when it comes to, driving the automobile, even though I've been in two, three accidents. And it's I feel like the most important thing about driving is when you actually get the hands-on experience. Like all that bullshit that they teach you like in school, like I don't remember half of it. Like I still don't know what to do if I get to like a yield sign type deal. Like I mean like all you got to do is just pay attention. That's pretty much it. And just know like how big the car is and like just know like you're not going to hit anything. That's pretty much it. Like you don't need to know like obviously there's general rules like you need to know like oh like when to stop and shit like that. But like honestly like dude driving like it just comes, like I mean like dude I'm like Vin Diesel, dude. I'm out here fucking slamming in the control panels and shit, fucking slamming in the trailers, just living it up, bro. Obviously, I haven't really been in like a life-threatening accident. Well, I take that back. I have. At least if someone was in my passenger seat, they would have been dead. I got into one accident one time, and if someone was sitting in my passenger seat, that person probably would have died. The whole door like just pushed in. It was pretty scary. But I mean, I know people that have been way worse, bro. I know somebody that slid under a trailer. So shout out to you watching because I know you're watching this on Reels. I'm not gonna say your name, but you know who you are, fucking living legend. But yeah, smartphones don't make you smarter. Sorry, they don't, because like honestly, like you're gonna Google something, you're gonna know it for like 2 seconds, and then it's gonna go away, and then you have to constantly go back and Google it, and that's kind of like the trick that like all these big tech companies play. It's like, oh, because you have a mobile laptop in your pocket, and you don't really understand like the concept of it. It's yeah, you just don't get it, bro. Like Google gives you the answers. Like you look at this, like you go, like honestly, does anyone else do this, or is it just me? When you feel so, like if you feel sick or something like that, like because like bro, take it from me, I have zero health insurance, so like the doctor for me is a no no. So I like go on my phone and I like Google like, oh, like, oh, my stomach feels weird, and then like I look at all the shit that like can come up from that, and I just pick the worst one I think possible, and I feel like that's what I need to do to fix it. I need to like cut myself open and blow the gas out, even though I just have IBS. What else is there? Yeah, but smartphones not it, bro. That's why we don't fuck with that. Our Halloween costumes getting too offensive to wear. Um, I mean, yeah, I don't think I think particular costumes are offensive to wear. Like, would you think it's okay for me to go trick or treating in like a KKK outfit? No, that's not okay. Uh, a good friend of mine told me that Halloween is just a day for anyone to dress up to be slutty. I can believe that. I can believe that. Where's like the Halloween spirit, guys? Like, I know it's May, and like it's like May, and we're like getting in the summer and shit. But like honestly, like where is the spirit when Halloween comes around? Like no one wants to be scary, bro. Like everyone that I know when I'm growing up, like when I go to like Halloween shit, like trick or treating or like a Halloween party or whatever, people would dress up as like the same shit. Like I dressed up as Morty or Rick one time for Halloween, and that was a pretty lit Halloween party. And uh everyone that I've seen either dressed up as like, first of all, you have that one friend that like puts like no effort into their costume because like they just don't care. And then you have that one person that dresses up as like, like a little hoe. They want to be a hoe. He, she, they, them. They just want to be a hoe and they dress up like hoish. Or there's like that one random person that's in a fucking morph suit and thinks like they're funny. And then like everybody wants to wear like the purge costumes, like Mask from the Purge and shit. Like I've pretty much wrapped up Halloween in like a general thesis of like how it plays out. Like Halloween, it's just that. Like I don't see Jason Voorhees. I don't see like actual like decent looking like scary shit. Um like I just don't see that. Like it's like everybody wants to play their part and like be this stupid thing, but like dude, like be something fucking scary. Run around as Joe Biden. Like seriously, freak us the fuck out. Do something scary. But yeah, no, I don't think they're getting too offensive. I feel like if you like intentionally wear something offensive, then yeah, but if you do that on Halloween, you're just an asshole. Like that simple part. Like I'm not gonna fucking dress up as like, I don't know, a Nazi. Like that's fucking stupid. I'd rather dress up as like part of the Soviet Union. That's me speaking Russian. What else is there on these things? Dude, now I'm actually kind of curious. These topics are kind of funny. Um, we kind of answered that one. Do aliens exist? Yes, 100%. I don't even need to go into that. That's just like, if you don't believe in aliens, you're fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we're in a vast universe. There's definitely life out there. Like, from all like the superhero movies and shit, there's definitely like, there's without a doubt. No, like, I'm not even going in. I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. It's bad. Does pineapple belong on pizza? No, it's an abomination. I was actually thinking of this recently because I went to a restaurant not that long ago, and this crossed my mind. I had fish, and it was served like island style, and apparently it comes with like a little thing of pineapples and like fruit like cut up, and you're meant to put it on like whatever fish you get, like whether it be like mahi grouper or whatever. I didn't know that, and let me tell you guys something. Pineapple on fish is like 100% like solid. Like that is okay. That is a-okay. Like I would have never thought of it in my life. Like that would have been like the combination. But like pineapple on pizza, that's no, you're a fucking menace to society if you put it on pizza. I don't understand. Like I'm Italian and I don't condone that, but what I do condone are like the supreme pizzas, with like the olives, the peppers, the onions, the all that good shit, the spinach, like that I fuck with heavy. That's fucking solid. Like that is like like I love shit like that. Like, dude, like I get Italian subs and I want them to put like everything on it, like pepper, fucking all the good shit, like green pepper, banana pepper, oil, and like just run it through the fucking garden, dude. Give me all the good shit. Just don't give me pineapple. Like I don't. And like a lot of people say it's good. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, pineapple on pizza." Like, dude, like you're fucking missing out if you haven't tried it yet. Oh, dude, I don't know why my voice. Oh my god, I almost just choked. Would have been funny if I just died on the pod. I don't know why my voice sounds like that. That's weird. I haven't been yelling or anything. You know? I might be yelling in my sleep. Who knows? Does turning 18 really mean that you're an adult? Dude, these by like sex standards, yeah, you're an adult. Like I don't understand. Like this is another thing I don't get either. Damn, these are some really like let me know, man. Let us know. Like obviously like comment, bro. Like, like comment, let us know or let me know like how you feel about this, bro. People in the comments on my shorts and shit really don't care about what they say half the time. But back to the topic at hand. Does turning 18 really mean that you're an adult? I feel like that's just like for sexual like interactions at all. Like you're legally allowed at that age to like have sex. I don't think that makes you an adult. I feel like you're an adult when you realize that you can't own anything in life without having to pay bills. I feel like that's like when you realize that, because like when you realize that mindset and you put your responsibilities first before your fucking stupid shit, whether it be like video games or whatever, that. And I'm not saying video games are stupid. I'm just saying like, like if you have to pay bills, like, yeah, I get it. So I feel like once you know how to manage your money and time and you're responsible, you're an adult. I don't think. Now I'm not saying like, if you're 15 and you know how to do that, like, you're an adult and you should be able to like, like have sex. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like once you realize that 18, I feel like the number 18 is just for like for sexual reasons and like legal reasons, and like you can't do anything like that. That's no bueno. Like we do not condone child sex on this podcast. Wow. What a topic. So, but like it's weird because look, 18, right? 18, you can legally have sex, you can't drink. 21, you can legally drink when you're 21. So like in the 3 years you grew up, weird. Now here's another one I'll throw out. Here's another curveball. 25. Now you can rent a car. 25. That's the real kicker, ain't it? There are some interesting theories on this. Because when you're 18, half the shit that you want to do when you turn 18, you can't do until you're 21. Like, you can't get in the clubs. You can't drink. You can't buy tobacco. You can't buy a gun. You can't rent a car. You're lucky if you can find a place on Airbnb that will actually allow you to rent that place, because most hotels and shit, you have to be 20 to do it. Oh my God, ow. It's just interesting that we have that set of law. Like, I remember when I was 18 and I could go buy tobacco, and then they just switched it to being 21, which at the time didn't affect me because I had a beard and I looked 50. So, it didn't bother me that. But I feel like when you turn 18, by like US standpoint, like you're not an adult, you're a young adult. That's the way to put it. You're a young adult. You're not like an adult. You're an adult when like you're 21 and you know how to manage your time. You don't have to have goals or aspirations or anything like that. Like, you just need to know how to manage your time and your money. That's it. Then I feel like you're an adult. If you don't know how to do that, then you're just like a 12-year-old dude that's like, I'm going to buy candy from a stranger in a van. Oh man, let's go Let's go. Now we're getting pretty deep. Is Black Friday worth it? No, it's not. No, it is not. Black Friday is not worth it, and I'm going to tell you why. Dude, a lot of people don't realize this, and it's kind of sad. Black Friday sales happened like 3 months before, or not even like a couple months before Black Friday. So, like, technically, Black Friday is the last day you can get everything on that sale. So, I don't know if that's like the Mandela effect that like everyone thinks, oh, it's Black Friday, so everything's gonna be cheaper. No, that's not the case. It's either A, you get the sales before you go to the store, and they do what you got to do, like whether it be like 40% off or whatever. But the sales usually last there, and then when you go there on Black Friday, half the shit that you want is gone. I know that because I worked at GameStop, and that's how they ran it at GameStop. I don't take pride in saying that, but like it happened. So, dude, what that job, man. Oh my God. We did not like, dude, anyone that works at GameStop and you listen to this, you know that we genuinely do not do anything at that job, bro. We get paid to do nothing, and it's shit pay. It's so sad. But I mean, like, yo, like, honestly, I probably had the most fun at GameStop at a job ever, because like all we did was fuck around in the store. It was awesome. It was so funny, bro. My manager he brought a Google Home. So for you that don't know what a Google Home is, it's basically like an Alexa, and apparently like from the Google Home, he had it linked to his house from the store. So like we could like say shit to the Google Home, and it would do it at the store. So like we would tell it, like we'd be like, hey Google, turn on the sprinklers, and it would turn on all the sprinklers in his house. And then we'd be like, hey Google, turn off the lights in the kitchen. And we just do shit like that. I remember one time he got mad because I constantly kept saying, hey Google, turn off the TV. Hey Google, turn on the TV. And the TV just kept turning on and off, on and off. And bro, he called the store and like freaked the fuck. It was so funny. It was so funny, bro. He got so mad. Oh man. GameStop's going down the tubes though, bro. Like literally, like when I worked there in 2022, I worked there and we got paid like $10 an hour. It was so bad. It was so shitty. It was so bad. What kind of fucking question is this? Is graffiti art? Yeah, is graffiti art. Is fashion art? Yes. All right, I'm done with these topics. We're going on fucking Instagram. So, shout out to whatever happened yesterday on Instagram, because like for like almost an hour and a half, I could not get on fucking Instagram, and I thought my account got hacked again. So I was like kind of freaking out. What is this? It's a picture of Anakin and Padme. Oh my God, how cute. The most toxic couple on the planet. All right, we already know where we're going on, bro. We are on No Jumpers page. Bronny James prom photos are going viral. Is that LeBron James with a mullet? Oh my God. Captain Brony Winter Soldier. Oh wow, how funny, because his date's white. Same vibes. The cycle repeats, like his father who took a white chick to prom. If it ain't snowing, Brony ain't going. Got a baddie by his side. Why are you going to say that, bro? This guy's in prom, bro. That girl's probably like 16, you fucking pedophile. It's prom. Let it relax. Carmelo Anthony's retiring? Wow. Who would have thought? 19 seasons in the NBA. Shout out Carmelo Anthony. Wow. The New York Knicks. Tony Yayo recalls 50 Cent not wanting him to visit hospital after 50 was shot 9 times. Bro, why is Tony Yayo talking, bro? Dude, 50 Cent, like, bro, much love to 50 Cent, dude. In the Club slaps. Get Rich or Die Trying is what I consider a hood classic. But, like, bro, like, I feel like 50, when he came up, was just giving away his money to everybody. And then he claimed bankruptcy after the whole vitamin water thing. And it was just like, I don't know. Why wouldn't you want your member there, bro? Like, that's like your prime member of G Unit before he got locked up, bro. What's going on? Talk to me. What's going on? Oh, here it is. Let's see what Daddy DeSantis is doing. NAACP issues travel advisory for Florida, saying the state is openly hostile towards Black Americans under Governor DeSantis. Well, dude, I don't know if it's like for Black Americans, but bro, like I mean, like right now, if you're illegal in here and you do not have a Florida license, bro, you are getting the fucking boot. I know that. That's like a big thing going on here. So like, if you're illegal, better hide. That's all I'm saying. Because like apparently like they got ICE and shit roaming the streets, and it's yeah, it's scary. Not for me though. I'm a citizen. What else is there? Let's get off No Jumpers page. We'll go on Not Common Facts. Let's see what's going on here. Dude, this is the same from the other fucking thing. They didn't update it. What the fuck, dude? Okay, well, we're not even going on. I was going to ABC News. Was that a grenade? A father and his 2 teenage sons were going through their grandfather's belongings when they found an antique grenade. The discovery turned deadly. Oh no, did they find an active grenade in their fucking grandma or grandpa's like fucking time travel? What is it called? Like the time capsule? That's it. A father is dead and his 2 sons hop. Oh my god, holy shit. After the pin was pulled by a hand grenade. The grandfather's oh no. Bro, do you know how like oh man, I mean obviously RIP, but like bro, like that's so it's like you pull a grenade up and it like looks all rusty and shit and you think like you're solid on it and you think you're good and you're like, "Oh dude, I got nothing to worry about." Like, dude, check this out. And you pull it and it just fucking explodes. Oh my god. That's scary. That's scary. You know who sacrificed his life for all his team members or all his troops? Was Captain America, bro. He did that in Captain America. He jumped on a grenade for everybody. And it was obviously a dud. It was like during like the boot camp scene of Captain America, but he jumped on a grenade for everybody. And you know, it just showed how dedicated he was to like the cause. You know, now that I bring up Captain America, I feel like this is a great time to talk about I've been on a Marvel kick recently after seeing Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so I've been rewatching some of like the very old Marvel movies that I've seen. So I recently watched the first Iron Man, which is a great movie, probably one of my favorite MCU movies. And you know, after I watched that, I was like, all right, let me watch the second one, because a lot of people said it was bad, but I was like, I haven't seen it in a while. Let me see if they actually meant it was bad. And let me tell you, that was the worst 2 hours of my life. Like, hands down, I would rather eat dirt than watch that movie. Like, it's really bad. Because here's why. Iron Man 2 is really bad just for the fact that they had a really cool villain lined up and they just completely trashed it. Like, they completely trashed the villain and they made the villain work for another bad guy that wasn't even that cool. He was just jealous the entire movie. That's why. And then they focused on Tony discovering a new element. Like, that's like what the whole thing is, so he could save his chest. But like, we don't get any of the Whiplash. We only get like a little bit of him actually as Whiplash. And then he gets fucking KO'd at the end. Like, he's out in like 2 seconds. Like, it's so stupid. Like, the ending, I guess you could say, is kind of cool. The action in it even isn't that cool. It's just a lot of flying. Like, there's not that much fighting. You know, it's like the whole plot before that is just focused around like his like company that he gave to Pepper. It's just a bad movie. Like, it's a really bad movie, but I'll do tell you what's a great movie that people shit on for no exact reason. That's fucking Doctor Strange. I don't understand how people say this movie's boring. Like, there's so much shit going on in the movie, and there's so many, like, obviously, like, oh my god, my head, bro, I need an Advil. There's like so much stuff going on in that movie, because like we have like what's the dude's name? I want to say Cal Stassis, but that's like a Jedi. But The dude that's like running around with like the fucking face and his eyes are like black and he's bad and he like fucking sucks off Dormammu or whatever. You know, like we get him, great character. I think he plays the character very well. I think it's like Khaleesi or something. I don't know. I like Doctor Strange's character arc throughout that movie. The first one, I like that how he goes from like this like dickhead, arrogant fucking prick of a surgeon to literally having nothing, and then he gets trained in like the mystic arts, and now he's like a badass, and you know he can like do all this shit. And I love the cloak, dude. The cloak, bro. His cloak that he has, like the cloak of levitation or whatever the fuck it's called, is so cool because it has like its own personality and it's like kind of funny and it's like that. It's just so cool. Like and like the visuals in that movie are great. Like the action's awesome. The CGI in it's great. The fucking like the visuals you see are like fucking like dude, I'd watch that movie on acid. Like there's no doubt without about it, bro. Like it's great. There's nothing wrong with that movie and everyone thinks it's so boring. It's not boring. The new one that came out was not that good. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't that good. I thought it was good when I first saw it, but now I'm like you watch it over and over again and you're like, wow, there's a lot wrong with this movie. Fire destroys historic post office in the Philippines. Massive blaze at Manila post office in the Philippines, destroying nearly 100-year-old landmark and injuring one person. Damn. That's tough, bro. Fires are not good. You need to get the fire engine over there, dude. Where's the fire engines at, dude? Spray them down. How did the fire start? Is my question. The cause of the fire. Oh, they don't know yet. It's still under investigation. Uber. Oh, what's going on with Uber now? Uber? Stuber? Fuck a taxi. We're getting an Uber, bro. Taxis are going out of service, dude. There's like lifts and shit now. Ride sharing company Uber is launching a new service for teenagers. I'm sorry, what? Ride sharing company is launching a new service for teenagers. And what? What's the service? That's weird. That's really weird. Why? Why does it have to be just for teenagers? Like, are they trying to protect? That's weird. That's weird. I don't like that. That's weird. That's kind of sus. That's kind of sus. If they're doing it like, all right, when I think of teenager, I think of like obviously like a 13, 14, 15-year-old. So they're getting in a car with a complete stranger. Okay. So, and like, you know, I've had my fair share of weird Uber experiences, dude. I was like, you know, I've smoked weed with Uber drivers. You know, it just happens. You know, we had one guy one time drive us. He was an Uber driver and he drove us. And I feel like he shouldn't have been driving a automobile considering how fucked up this guy was, bro. He had like, he was talking to my my father-in-law and it was like, I can't think when I have a blazing headache. I don't know what's wrong with me, bro. Is it the glasses? I don't know. I'm keeping them on though. We're almost done here, so I gotta keep them on. So basically, I will take this hat off. It might be the hat. Ugh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that. I took the hat off. Forgive me. That hat's kind of tight, so it could be the hat. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the guy driving the Uber. He was telling us like his whole life story. This guy got ran over by a semi truck. He's had like 6 surgeries. He can't move his like he can't like fully close his hand. And I'm like, dude, you're driving a fucking what was it, bro? Like the fucking it was like a Honda what is it? Like it begins with an S, a Honda Sahara. Honda's I'm gonna look it up. I remember the car name. It was like a decent. It wasn't like a bad car, but it was like you shouldn't. I don't fucking remember the name of the car, but he shouldn't have been driving it. Point of the story. He should not have been driving this automobile, and you know we almost crashed. So, and then I've had like my other fair share of Uber drivers. Like, I remember one time in Miami, I was with all my friends, and we got picked up by an Uber. It was the hat, dude. I feel a lot better. I got picked up by an Uber driver, right? We got picked up, and his name was Muhammad. So shout out Muhammad. And we're driving, and my friend, for some reason, was like getting freaked out by this guy named Muhammad. I don't know why. And I remember like I'm up front, and my other friends are in the back, and it's quiet, like a pin drop can drop in this car. And I remember I just hear my buddy in the back. He's like whispering to my other friend, and he just goes, "Just know that if this fucking guy tries something, I have a knife." And then I like put my head down. I like look over at Muhammad, and Muhammad's like, he like looks back at my friend, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, he's high." Just like I had to make something up to keep him cool. It was so weird. He basically just threatened the Uber driver. Then I remember on the ride home, we had another guy that looked like he was part of like the Aryan Brotherhood, and my that guy's not even a friend. He's just an acquaintance. He was in the car with us, and he fucking threw up all in the backseat of the Uber, but I didn't have to pay the cleaning fee, so that's it. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about the teenagers thing. It's kind of weird. Uber, maybe give us some more insight on it? Question mark? Maybe. Don't be a sus. A Lego Ferrari goes from zero to a hero in a minute. Where do you find the time? Where do people find the time for this shit, bro? Like, where do you find the time to literally build an entire Ferrari out of fucking Legos? Like, what do you even gain out of that? Like, what? My God, yeah. Meta fined $1.3 billion for violating European data. Oh my God. Like, why? Okay, Meta. Let's go. Oh my God. Did you guys hear this, bro? This inmate tunneled through the wall and stabs man in neighboring cell. Why do you think this guy stabbed him? First of all, he dug through a brick wall, which is kind of impressive. You know, I assume that between cells, it's not sheetrock and it's concrete. So I don't think a spoon could do that, if I'm being completely honest. But all he did was dig through it. There's a hole like in the wall. He dug through the wall and just stabbed him. Why though? Why? Let's see if it runs up in the comments, because usually they say something in the comment. Yeah, you realize. Someone said maybe he realized he tunneled the wrong way and got mad. Yeah, that's something. The truth is, the sheriff that was there for 3 successful terms did nothing to maintain the building. He knew it was substandard and falling down. Oh, okay. So we're blaming the sheriff now. I don't know. All I know is that it takes dedication if you really don't like your neighboring cellmate to fucking dig through concrete with, I'm gonna say, like, I feel like you can't do that unless you have a power tool of some kind, or at least like a chisel and a like hammer. You need some type of tool. You can't do that with your hands. There's just no way. It's literally like there's like tile on the concrete, and then behind it is concrete. So like how do you dig through that? Do you know like in prison you can get like you can actually get shit, like I don't mean like poop. I mean like actually like you can like just get stuff. Like their whole like system, I want to say like the inmates like black market or whatever, like you can get like the way they do it, like I think like what do they use, like cigarettes as currency? That's how trash I am, bro. I'm comparing it to like movies I've seen. I don't know, man, but that takes skill. Maybe the guy next door misidentified him. Oh, I don't know. Climate protesters die waters of Rome's historic. Okay. Oh, look, this is a video of a bear taking out the trash. Haha, very funny. No, he just wanted food. Let's see what nature is metal going on with nature is metal. What's going on here? Some scary shit on here, bro. It's not scary, but like it's just like a horrible situation to be in, bro. Like, dude, like right here, look, there's 2 videos of a fucking lion or 2 tigers fighting. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine if you were like just there and you saw 2 fucking tigers fighting, dude? It's fucking horrific. Horrific. I cannot take a lion. There's no way in hell I can take a lion. Let me know in the comments what animals you guys think you can beat up. I feel like when it comes down to it, if I had to pick one animal I feel like I could win in a fight against, it would definitely probably be a coyote. I feel like I could take on a coyote. A single coyote. I feel like I could take on a single coyote. Um, I feel like that's where I draw the line. What's bigger than a coyote? I can't take a wolf. There's no way I could take a wolf. I'm doing this with no weapon, by the way. I'm doing this with bare hands. Um, I cannot take a wolf. There's no way. A wolf is a wolf. People think that they can beat up wolves because they're like dogs, but they're huge. Wolves are huge. Um, yeah, I feel like a coyote is where I stand my ground. Anything bigger than a coyote, I need like a stick or something, like just some kind of deterrent. And even then, that might do it. Like if a fucking grizzly bear comes up to me and I have a stick, like I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. I have to go in the fetal position and cry and hope he doesn't rip out my vital organs. That's how it is. So what's trending on Twitter? Oh yeah, Indiana Jones. The new Indiana Jones movie's coming out soon, bro. I genuinely think no one cares for this movie, bro. Like I don't think it's gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna be good. What else is trending on Twitter? The Color Purple. Isn't that a that's a movie? First look at the Halle Bailey and the Color Purple. Was this a new one they're making? They're making a remake of it? Oh yeah, they're making a remake of it. I've never seen that movie, but I heard it's a really, really great movie. I should probably watch it. I've never seen it though. Hashtag World Goth Day. Oh no way, bro! It's E-Girl Day. What's today's National E-Girl Day? Oh my god, bro! Fucking, it's Goth Girl Day, bro. Happy Goth Girl Day, bro. Shout out. It's World Goth Girl. Oh my god, look at all the goths. Look at all the goths out there, bro. Damn, bro. Dude, I would not mind if Raven from Teen Titans just fucking sat on my face. Oh, look at this fan art, man. This is pretty cool, man. I keep seeing a lot of TikToks where, like, it'll be like 2012 cartoons really, or like early childhood cartoons really showed me my taste in women. And it'd be like Shiko from Kim Possible and like Gwen from Total Drama Island and like a whole bunch of shit like from all that stuff. And they're not wrong. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's Goth Girl Day, bro. Why is George Lopez trending? It's under politics. What did George Lopez do? Okay. George Lopez is pissing on Donald Trump's Hollywood star. Oh my god, dude. He actually did that? Someone said, "Fuck you, George. You're you're depressed and you're trying to get attention." Oh my god. Dude, I can't believe he did that and like he's not like in trouble for like public exposure or something or public indecency. That's crazy. But it's blurred, so like it could be fake. Or like I don't know, that's weird. But I guess he just does not fuck with Donald Trump. I want to see if Donald Trump replies. Like if he ever like I want to see like if he retweets or something like that and he's like, yeah, George, you pissed on my star, but I wasn't looking at nothing big. Boom, roasted." Something like that. The Punisher is trending? Why is the Punisher trending? Is there something I'm missing out on? The Punisher Warzone? Wait. What is this like? Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, Ray Stevens. Everyone go watch the masterpiece that is Punisher Warzone. It has one of the greatest moments in CBM history where Punisher wastes a whole missile on a dude doing parkour while Butt Rock plays in the back, just like my dreams. Stevenson played roles in the following projects: The Punisher Warzone, Dexter, Black Sails, MCU Thor trilogy, Ahsoka, King Arthur. Who is this guy? Oh, that's the dude. That guy died from the Thor movies. Oh, he's dead? Oh, Ray Stevenson, he's dead. Wow, he died. What did he die from? What did he pass away? What did he die from? Did he have like? Oh, he's from like the old Punisher movies. Like that's like the old ass ones. Dude, no, I'm sorry. The other guy does it way better. Like, I'm sorry. That the new guy, what's his John Bethel or whatever? What's his name? John, I think it's John Berthel, if I'm saying it right. Right? Isn't that his name? Yeah, John Berthel. Dude, he played a great Punisher. I feel like people are gonna really hate me for saying that, but I feel like he really took the cake. Like, I I would not be mad if I saw him in the MCU. He's probably not gonna be in the MCU, but I mean, if I do see him, I'll be fucking blown away. I heard a rumor through the grapevine that he's gonna be in Daredevil Born Again, but I don't know if that's true. But if it is, then like cool, great. He deserves it. He played cool. It's a great fucking great guy. Great dude. Great in The Walking Dead. Never watched The Walking Dead, but like, they're out in the woods. Um, what's trending? What's 10,000 bitcoins? What's this? What's going on with bitcoins? Happy Bitcoin Pizza Day. Shut the fuck up, man. Fucking 13 years ago, someone made fucking pizza and Bitcoin. Get the fuck out of here. I wish, if I could go back in time and tell my other self to invest all of their money into Bitcoin, I would. Can you imagine if I had time traveled? Like if I had time travel technology, that would be the first thing. I'd be like, take all the money you own and just put it in the Bitcoin, like immediately, and just don't look back. Like it's a one-time purchase, and you're gonna regret it at the moment, but like in 3 years, couple years, 10 years, 20 years, you're gonna look at it and be like, dude. But make sure you get out before it like crashed that one time. It like crashed and yeah. Yeah, don't do that. Let's see what's trending in the entertainment business. Ahsoka is trending because Ray Stevens is dead. But when does Ahsoka come out though is the question. When does the Ahsoka series come out? That's something I'm excited for, bro. Ahsoka. Yeah, Ahsoka. Why is Dua Lipa trending? What's going on with Dua Lipa, bro? Jack Harlow's Sade. Dua Lipa wearing her self-designed Versace collection to announce her song from the Barbie soundtrack. I want to see the Barbie movie, bro. I feel like it's going to be pretty... They have a Margaret Robbie or whatever the fuck her name is. I'm sorry. Now that I say that, we have to address the issue at hand that they... Rumors have it that they just made Adam Driver Reed Richards. That is not okay. That is not okay. I cannot see Adam Driver, Kylo Ren, playing Reed Richards, the smartest man. I liked John Krasinski for the moment. I feel like there might be a better actor out there that could play Reed Richards. I think the guy's name that I saw, it was like John Pat, right? Isn't that his name? I remember seeing a person. It was like Pat something, John something, and this guy looked to the T like a fucking comic book Reed Richards character, and I feel like that's who they should have picked. But if they pick Adam Driver, I don't even know, man. Like I'm not gonna hate the MCU for it, but it's just like, dude, like you could have done way better, in my opinion. You could have done way better. PlayStation Showcase. Oh fuck, they announced new games. Oh no, it's 2 days away. Dude, I want to see Wolverine gameplay because that game looks sick. The game looks awesome. Yeah, everything here is just from like Ray Stevenson dying on Twitter, so that sucks. Imagine dying. I don't know why he died. He probably died of like a heart attack or something. I'm not gonna look into it though, but a pretty interesting episode all around when we discussed some interesting topics. We discussed, Greece. We talked about Greece and Athens and shit, and how like they're pretty much today's Democratic and Republican Party in a sense. We talked about my throat. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm glad that whoever stuck around to watch the end of the podcast that you're here. Um, Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Please leave a review. I love you all. You guys are awesome. Oh, I forgot to do it today. I was gonna do it, but I'll save it for my guest that I got coming on next week. I was gonna put. I'm gonna start implementing Are They Mid back, but I'm not gonna do separate videos on it like I did. I'm just gonna do it during the podcast, and it's gonna be a random person. So we're gonna do that. So it's coming back. Some people wanted it. I'm gonna bring it back. I kind of slept on it a little bit, and just to give you a quick sum up of why I stopped, I just feel like I have no room to talk when it comes to music. Honestly, I took some self depth in, and I was like, dude, I really half the time when I'm doing this podcast, I don't know half the shit I'm talking about because I'm just the average fucking person. So it's like I feel like I don't have a room to say something like that. But then again, I don't know. I might be humbling myself like that. I still think Big Sean's ass though. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. I love you all. I'm gonna end the podcast the same way as I always do, with one word or phrase. And honestly, off the top of my head, um, is if you one word or phrase. So if I had to end the podcast with one word or phrase, it's yeah, Iron Man 2 sucks.